Hello everyone. In terms of handling the kids with the technology, one of the major problems which I have come across is making the kids use the technology in forms of tablet, phablet, smartphones is a very big issue. And I have hundreds of such examples which have been not in a favor of allowing kids to use the technology, the gadgets too much. There are so many examples that parents generally, because of the job or because of genuine reasons maybe, are not able to pay attention on the kid, and they generally hand over the phone and or the phablet or tablet or laptop or maybe a TV to watch. So the kid gets used to it of watching the of using the gadget, and even parents also get used to of giving him the gadgets so that they can do their work smoothly. Although it might sound very soothing and very helpful, or it might look very helpful at that point in time, as the time passes by and the years passes by, this becomes an addiction. It is not a less addiction than any drugs or any addiction about any bad habits. It is as much same addiction as we are talking about other factors. Maybe some people have a smoking addiction, some have a drinking addiction, some have a nail biting addictions, and so on and so forth. Like small addictions and disastrous addictions. But at the end, using a gadget with limitless kind of a mind, or not having a sense of using a gadget timely, is leading a child towards addiction. After, generally I've seen this, it starts from the childhood. A child is not drinking milk, play on something on the mobile and make the child watch, and the child get used to watching those rhymes or lullabies which you have made, and then only you will eat. In such a small age, such kind of a act is done by the parents, and later the child grows, hand over the phone, give the phone, and now, especially when the pandemic situation is there, it has become like a necessity. And it is a necessity. I don't deny the fact that it is not a necessity. It is a necessity because we have to conduct the online classes for the child. Definitely, we would have to give a phone. So there is no harm in giving the gadgets. They are useful. Technology is useful. It's the need of the hour. So there should not be a stop over it. But there should be a limitation or benchmark to use those gadgets. You have heard about the very popular blue whale story. Many kids attempted to end their life just because the game was directing them in that way, and then later that game was stopped. Then if you talk about PUBG, people have been dreaming PUBG, people have been talking PUBG, kids and adults and everyone who were just completely engaged in this game. That has got banned, and now we have an Indian PUBG, and then there is a Momo game. People get addicted, and various such other popular games which are very addictive in nature. Lately, there has been advertisements on the Google which I am seeing: Rummy, play Rummy, play Rummy, and at the end they say that this game might be addictive, so please play at your own risk. They have to say it because it's the fact, and as per the legal terms, they have to disclose this, because if anything happens to, or any damage that happens to a person, the company would not be responsible for it. That's why they say that. So please understand, it is a business for them. But for us, for our children, life is more important than the stupid businesses. Entertainment is nice only if it is sometimes. Every day, if you entertain, keep yourself entertaining with such kind of things or any kind of things, I would say, you are wasting your life, wasting the kid's life. Many parents shred their responsibility toward their kids by not saying no to the phone, or like just giving the phone and just ignoring the kids. That is not the right approach. You have to not engage kids with the gadgets, but yes, spend some time with them. It's important. Other than that, when you're busy, give them some solutions. For example, engage them into some crafting, some creativity activities, learning music, learning yoga, doing certain practices which will enhance the quality of their life. Mentally, if they want to improve, they can do some mental exercises, they can do some basic meditations. Engage your kids in such activities, not with gadgets. If you remember long back, I would say in my childhood days, there was a black and white TV, and only one, 2 or 3 episodes were something which were interesting, like Chitrahar in the morning songs, and then Malgudi days, and something like that. I don't exactly remember. Oh, Mowgli. So these were only 2 or 3 things which we used to enjoy. But we used to play a lot. And nowadays there have been some, I would say, places been made. In fact, I know a place in Pune also. There's a garden made, paid garden, where children are brought and only children are allowed in that garden, and they can play with each other. Parents stay outside and there are various activities which are performed, and they get together. Because of the pandemic, that has stopped obviously, but now the time has come that parents have to take their children to a place and pay for that place so that they can play in the garden. Look at this. Are we really directing the children's in their own benefit? Do we have to pay a garden to make our children play in the garden? I think that's a disaster. Let's not do this. Expose children to all the nature life. For gadgets, my recommendation is, again, as I said, I'm not against gadgets. Definitely they should be exposed to the use of the gadgets, because that is the means of learning today, and that is going to be the means of using a lot of things. If you know gadgets well, you can use your phone smartly. People hardly use 10% of the phone features, just because they are not so well equipped about the technology on the phone. So yes, exposed to the gadget, exposed to the learning, but there should be some limitations and time when it comes to games, when it comes to some entertainment. Anything that is going to just be a entertainment or a way of just passing time, that has to be limited. If you ask me, 1 hour of entertainment through the gadgets is enough, not more than that. Please do a favor on your child. Please help your child. Please support your child. Be strict with him if need be. But stop making them use gadgets without any restrictions. Put some restrictions on the time limits of the gadgets. And stop your child being addicted with the so-called specially smartphones and other gadgets. That's all. I hope you would save our kids from going through that trauma It's very important. Please don't take this lightly. I have seen a lot of disasters happening. I have seen kids not getting exposed to the right materials. Please put some limitations on those. There are many apps where you can, as a parent, monitor the use of your child's phone or gadgets. Do that if need be. Or just give the gadget only when it is required, or else it is going to be locked. I request all of you, all the parents, to do that and help your kid not to get addicted to such a virtual aspect of technology. Rather, let them be associated with the realities of life and let them get ready for the realities of life. That's all. Thank you.